Man, oh man, we finally pulled her out.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are finally back on the custom supercar build. As you know, we've been out for a couple of days because Billy is a married man now. He's on his honeymoon, so he'll be back in a couple of days, but we're gonna continue working and tearing this thing apart. Hopefully get this engine and transmission dropped. We may work in here because it is raining and there's a bunch of cars in the garage, or we may go ahead and take everything out, put this car on the lift, and get a little bit better access. So let's go ahead, set this thing up in a good working environment, and hopefully get that engine pulled.
All right, so our best bet is to probably put it up on the lift, man. That's gonna be the easiest way to do it. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the Lambo, pull all this stuff outside pretty much, pull the kit car in the garage when we pull out the parts Lambo over there, or the supercar build Lambo. Oh, look at Thomas. I haven't seen him in a while. Thomas getting snacks.
How you get out of a Viper when you're 6'3".
Dang, 6'3" in a Viper. So cousin Dennis drove it out. We're gonna let cousin Sam drive the ZL1 out. He hasn't drove that, so let's go ahead and pull the ZL1 out next. Let's put it in a safe spot.
Right here?
Yeah, put it in there. Make sure it doesn't touch the ground though. We don't want it scratching. That's fresh ZL1 paint. Man, this thing is a beast also. Just sitting here, not getting used up. But let's go ahead and pull her on out. What does a good cousin do? He lets you burn his clutches. No, he did pretty good. They did pretty good. They're having a good time just test driving these cars. Yeah, that's good right there, Sam. Ooh, all right. Let's hear it. Yes, sir. Still got about like 1,000 miles on it, right?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Man, we can't forget about the ZL1, but we got bigger and better projects, so let's get to work. Sounds good, dude.
Yes, it does.
I don't know if we're gonna even work today. We might as well just start test driving stuff.
Might as well. I'm down.
All right, we're gonna wake the neighbors. We're gonna make them mad, so we can't have that. So I think we are gonna go ahead and grab the skid steer and try to lift that car up somehow. That way we could work with it on the lift. I think that's gonna be the best option, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. That's good right there. So our plan is right now to probably go get the skid steer and scoop it from the side, pick it up, and try to get the rear or the front end probably in, because we want it backwards on the lift, right?
Yeah, so we can pull up the engine later.
Yeah, we're gonna try to figure something out. So let's go ahead and grab the skid steer and see what we come up with. We've already gave you a cold start of everything pretty much, so we can't stop here. We gotta give you a cold start of the Kubota. You know how it goes. guys, so we finally got the car lifted up. Now let's see what's going on underneath here. Hoo-wee. Dude, that all-wheel drive system is insane. Check that out. I don't know what you'd call this. I guess it's a differential, but look at that. Is that electronic components there?
That's the electronic four-wheel drive.
Oh, is
Probably
it?
turns on the four-wheel drive, yeah.
Dude, that is sick.
Check out this electronic steering rack.
Oh yeah, it's the exact same thing as the LP580. So that steering rack is the same, but look at that. Look at this, dude.
Yeah, wow.
That's freaking sick.
You see how it runs inside there?
Let me see.
Crankshafts.
Oh, snap.
That's cool.
So that's all we're gonna have to disconnect is actually the drive shaft probably right here. And then we're gonna have to work from the rear end, unbolt a few things, drop some panels from the bottom here. And hopefully we can get this thing out today. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but it's possible.
Yep, it all looks good, so should be fun.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get some tools together and pretty much just start wrenching and unbolting a few things.
Let's do it.
All right, so the transmission and engine is pretty much completely loose. Check out all the stuff that Dennis has been removing. He's been going absolute ham. Look at that. We got this is the oil cooler, right, for the left side. We got that, a bunch of lines. We dropped all the coolant lines. Come underneath over here. We disconnected the drive shaft, all the motor mounts, all the transmission mount, or there's only one transmission mount. So I think we're gonna move on to the next step, and that is to lower the car down and work on the top, right?
Yeah, we'll get whatever's left on the top and finish it up.
Yeah, I think we got everything from the bottom. It's pretty simple actually, right?
Yeah,
Pretty
there's
simple.
not much to it.
Remove both axle shafts, and now we're just gonna go to the top now. So let's lower it down and keep moving.
You want to get this?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Ground cable.
Oh, so there was actually one more thing, or probably a few more things. There's a ground there, one of the main grounds. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect it, double check everything, and then we're gonna probably lower the car down, and it should be coming out here real soon.
Yep.
What was that?
A little washer.
Oh, that's all right.
It's all good.
It's a custom supercar, so that those little things aren't gonna matter much. But let's keep moving now. So we got one more wire here. I don't know what this is, but we're probably gonna end up just cutting it and splicing it later if we need to. But we did already pretty much cut up our entire wiring harness, so this is not gonna be a big deal. I don't know what that is exactly, but we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Slice it in half. Alrighty guys, so we just brought in the chains and we found some pretty good points where we could hook it by, and now we're gonna go ahead and bring in the skid steer and try to lift this thing up. Let's do it. think that's one of the last things.
Yeah.
So we should be able to lift up and out, hopefully.
Let's do it. That's how you do an AC delete. Let's get it.
Alright guys, so this is the moment of truth. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and spin the crank and see if it'll spin over pretty much, see if the engine is good. Ooh. Spin it the other way.
Which way is it?
It's that way.
Which way?
The way you were spinning it. The thing locked up.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm spinning it the right way. No, it can't be.
It should spin pretty easy.
Yeah?
Maybe we'll have to try something different.
Yeah, we need a center on the shaft itself.
Is there a place where you can put something in there?
It looks like there's threads, so we'll be able to drive a bolt into there. Why isn't it cranking over?
With some more juice behind it. Hopefully it does,
You
man.
want to set it down? It might help actually with cranking it over.
Really?
I'll be able to put more pressure on it, yeah. Or no.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do something funky? Try to spin the other way. Oh, it's spinning. Hearing some weird noises.
Mm-hmm. You can hear that last one. The one that was
You
closest to
spinning
the fire.
Is it spinning? Oh,
Yeah.
dang, dude. You can like literally see something moving right here.
The valves
Dang.
probably moving up and down.
Is that the valves?
Probably. But we know that it spins, so the bottom end is good, I think. All right, so we're gonna pause right there. Actually, the engine does turn over a little bit, but not fully, because we just noticed that the camshaft is actually seizing up against a valve cover or something inside there, because all this is pretty much all melted, as you can tell here. But we can't find out anything else about it until we really start digging into it and tearing it completely apart. That engine is gonna be very expensive to rebuild based off of just looking at the exterior parts here. We got an intake manifold that's like $3 grand. Valve covers probably gonna run $1 grand a piece. Then a bunch of other electrical components here, but we're not gonna know anything else until we really just get into it. But hopefully one day you will see it in the back of this car right here. And it's just gonna be pretty much exposed. That's our plan, is to have like a full roll cage and just have it exposed. We're gonna have to take some of this stuff apart. We may get rid of some of this stuff, but I envision this build to be super epic once we get it going. But we do need advice, kind of just get an idea of what you guys wanna see. So drop that down in the comment section down below. We still got a ton more work, but it's gonna be going here real soon. So with all that being said, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're brand new, and also turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on anything. Also guys, be sure to follow us on Instagram, where you can get an inside scoop there before YouTube. And if you haven't, be sure to visit goonsquad.com, copy some merch, and support your boys. So thank you guys for all the love and support. Be sure to stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.